But really looking forward to today's call because I think I'm going to be debunking. All right, Maryland. So we have someone from Maryland here. Awesome, awesome. So I think I'm going to be debunking a lot of different issues you may be having with when it comes to running Facebook ads for your own business. And it was very interesting because I was actually at a conference this past week for an EXP agent, and I was a little I was a little embarrassed because I had the CEO of EXP sitting in front of me. I wasn't embarrassed, I was nervous, sitting like dead center, just watching me talking on stage on how I help individuals get, and Joanna was actually there, how I help individuals get listing appointments for $56. And I'm actually going to be breaking that down on today's call. And hey. And I'm going to be going over some of the most common mistakes I see individuals making when running Facebook ads. So if you've ever wanted to take a Facebook ads course and you're like, gosh, this guy's isn't giving me the juice, well, guess what? I am here and I am going to be giving you everything when it comes to Facebook ads for real estate agents, for brokers, and how to actually, and honestly, regardless in any industry, I'll be honest with you about that. Hey, Josue, you're in the house. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, there's a few reasons why Facebook and Instagram ads don't work. Okay. And the number one, oh, Karen was there on Tuesday. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The number one reason why I see Facebook and Instagram ads don't work is that individuals don't give it enough time, right? We all look at this as a very budget conscious decision to run marketing. The first thing out of everyone's mouth, I don't care if an individual has money or not, when I talk about marketing their business, it always breaks down to how much is it? And I'm like, guys, let's reframe this to from how much is it to how much will this make me? Because I think everybody on this call would spend $200 to make $1,000. Can we agree on that? You'd spend $200 to make $1,000. Okay. So if I told you it's going to take you $20,000 to turn around and make $150,000, would you spend 20? Yes, you would. Okay. And that exact mindset, okay, is what helped me shift my career in real estate and actually helped me shift my mindset when it started coming running ads for other real estate agents and brokers. Now, with that being said, I want to, yes, Karen, we do give out the copy of this recording. Um, so awesome, awesome, awesome. So I want you to put your thinking cap on and say, okay, how much would I invest to generate X amount of listings? And right now in the chat, I want to know in the chat right now, how much would you spend or how much are you spending right now on generating business for your business? Doesn't mean Facebook ads, but how much are you spending on mailers? How much are you spending on cold calling? How much are you spending on how much are you spending on those things? Type in the chat. I want to know how much you're spending on generating eyes into your business, right? I want to know how much you're spending on that. What does that look like for you? No one's spending anything? This should be a pretty quick exercise. I know some of y'all are spending money. I know some of you are spending money. Okay, 300 a month. Jenny's spending $300 a month. Okay. Okay, 600 a month on ads. Okay. Yeah, I know Josue's running ads. Josue, would you mind me showing your ad account as a demo? Not spending any right now. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, who else? 1,500 monthly. Okay. So here's the thing. You have Josue here. He's spending $600 a month on ads. You have Joanna here. She's spending $1,500 a month on advertising. Okay. And I always look at from a business owner standpoint, what is the highest rate of return on my money? Okay. And I'm here to tell you that there is no such thing as a bad lead. Contrary to popular belief, I want to get that out of your mind right now. Why? Why do I say that? I say that because 99.999% of people, when they get a lead coming through their window, whether it's for their cleaning company, whether it's for their a question on their listing, whether it's for anything, all the above, okay, it's hey, when can we meet? Hey, when can we meet? What's the quickest way to get them to, right?
You
And
is
when you're not having the right conversations when a lead comes in. Okay. When a lead comes in, it should be all about, hey, thank you so much for inquiring. Have you been looking into XYZ homes? Have you been looking into this or that? Even if it's somebody who cannot afford to buy that $400,000 home, they have an intention of buying or selling in the future, right? So that's why in week one of this Facebook ads course, and if you don't go into our school community in week one, we went over follow-up systems. Because if you don't have follow-up systems, you running ads, you're just wasting money. Period. 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 So, with that being said, I want to dive into what it actually looks like to run some really killer ads. And let me just pull up my screen really quick. Um, what is going on? All right. Hey JR, how's it going? All right, all right. So, what it looks like Facebook ads for realtors. And here's the thing. I know how many of you on this call have tried ads and it didn't work. Like you genuinely tried them and it didn't work. I want to know that. Type one in the chat if you tried doing ads and it just didn't work. Um, and for a lot of you, that's yep, Bonnie. Okay, right? JR, okay. Okay. And for a lot of people, there's over who here knows how many decisions you have to make or how many questions you have to answer in order to launch an effective Facebook ad? Does anybody know that number? And for those of you who've been on my webinars before, don't say it, but does anybody know how many decisions it takes for you to launch an effective ad? Bonnie says seven. Okay. Seven. Anybody else cared 12? Okay. 12. Okay. Five. Try 73. 73 decisions you have to make to launch an effective ad. So, what does that mean? There are 73 reasons why that ad did not work. And I'm here to tell you today, me and my business partner, Jake Randolph, we've managed over probably now $50 million in Facebook ad spend. I know it works, I know it doesn't work, and it's forever changing. So, this course, and if you're in this course, you're on here today, I'm going to be updating these ads or these courses and these modules quite frequently. So, you guys stay up to date. But here's why they're not working. Oftentimes, your budget is simply too low. If you're spending under $10 a day, it's probably not enough juice behind that to get your ad out there. Okay. The bare floor minimum is $10 a day. But I will be showing you and contradicting myself here very soon with that because I've helped someone on this call get leads for $5 a day. And it's quite his stats are quite crazy, but there's a method to it that I'm going to demo. I'm literally going to show you an agent's live demo account and show you everything. So everybody in the chat say thank you to Josue because he said yes, I could do that. So I want everybody to say thank you to Josue. But you've turned them off too soon. Okay. Oftentimes people will run ads, and when you run the ad, you turn it on for 2 or 3 days, say, oh, it didn't work. I can't tell you how many times I've ran an ad, didn't get one lead for 4 days, but on day five, it was like the floodgates opened, right? When you press the publish button on an ad, okay, ever notice it takes a while for that ad to actually like go live? Type one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Like once you hit publish, it takes a while for that ad to go live. Well, that's because your ad is in a queue. Okay. And it goes the same thing with your ad getting out there in front of the right individuals is your ad goes into a queue. Now, a lot of people also target the wrong objective. Okay. I want to tell everybody right now, if you are pressing the boost button, all you're doing is trying to tell Facebook, hey, show my ad to anyone anywhere who may have an interest in Facebook and Instagram. That's essentially what you're doing. You're not doing anything earth shattering or amazing. I personally never boost ads. I don't believe in it. It will get you a lot of clicks, but clicks don't get commission checks, right? It does not get commission checks. And let's go over some of the foundations. Number one, Facebook ads are like a learning machine. Okay. They get better over time. Facebook ads are like a fine wine. Okay. For myself, and I'm going to show you here in a little bit, Josue's account, you know, I've ran ads and starting to get leads for 10 or $15, but then after 2.5 weeks of the ad running, I'm now getting leads for $3. So when you first start doing Facebook ads, I want everybody to commit to a minimum of spending $300 to $500 a month your first month of doing Facebook ads. That is like the minimum barrier to entry for you to see success. Okay. I want you to spend $300 to $500 on Facebook ads a month. If you can't do that, don't don't try. I don't want you to waste your money, right? But you also have to remember going back to the mindset conversation. You are literally trying to get leads to sell them to generate a $8,000 to $10,000 commission check. So again, you can't be unrealistic and say I can't afford to spend $300 to make $8,000. That's just unrealistic, right? Um, but all right, Jose, no problem. He said he needs to get to a listing appointment, but I will absolutely connect with you, Jose. So with that being said, okay, you also have editing. I see a lot of people will start running Facebook ads and then they'll edit the ads very quickly. They'll start it like they'll launch an ad and then after day one, they're already editing what the ad says. They're editing the photo. Every time you edit the ad and change one thing, it puts it back into a learning phase, right? Every time you do that, it puts it back into a learning phase. And to me, you have to make sure that you stay actually in that learn, like the first 7 days are crucial. Don't touch your ad for 7 days, right? Don't ever touch your ad for the first 7 days. And we're going to be going over here in a little bit some of the best ads to run. But I just want to make this very clear that ads get better over time and your ads reset every time you change them, right? Look at the balloons going everywhere, right? So look at the balloon. So with that being said, okay, you also have to look at boosted versus ads manager because a lot of people love that little blue boost button, right? But what is boosting really doing? You hit the boost button, it goes to a preset audience that Facebook has already decided. There's no real objective behind it, and there's no way to really control that outcome. Or with when you're using Ads Manager, and I'm going to show you Ads Manager here in a second. When you use Ads Manager, you have full control. You could decide whether you want to get the lead's name, email, and phone number. You could decide how you connect with that lead, so on and so forth. So there's full control and autonomy there. But how much should I really spend on ads per day? A healthy budget, a sweet spot is between $15 and $30. Now, if you were to ask me 5 years ago, what should I spend on ads? I would have said, oh, spend $5 to $10 a day. But it's just like with Google. Who here remembers when it was super cheap to advertise on Google? Like you could get away with spending $10 a week and it was like amazing, right? Now it's the same thing on Facebook. There's more demand, there's more competition. So you have to spend more because that attention costs more, right? Is that making sense for everyone? I just want to make sure in the chat, like everybody's tracking, everybody's following, like this is making complete sense. Have I already overcome some of the like the thoughts in your mind? It's like, maybe that's why my ad didn't work. Maybe I didn't let it run long enough, right? A lot of people will get one or two or three at leads, And then right out of the gate, like the first day they'll get one or two or three leads, and then the day two they don't get any, and then day three they get one, and then they turn it off, say it doesn't work. When it was just in the learning phase, and you stunted its learning. It's like taking it. It's like taking a child to school for kindergarten. He fails kindergarten, so you don't let him go the rest of the school year. Yeah. So Joanna said, I started with 20 to 30 a day for the same reason. I was advised the same. Yeah. Yeah. So with that, okay, it then goes back to how long should I run an ad? The first 1 to 6 days, don't worry about it. Like let it run, don't touch it. Day seven is when you first look. These are the parameters. I'm literally what I did. Okay. I own an ad agency. I think because we just hired two more people, 8 media buyers on my agency. I literally took my training slides for the media buyers and just made them prettier for you guys. This is literally, I'm training you right now as if you were going to come work for me. Okay. So, first 1 to 6 days, I don't want you touching the ad. Day seven, you could start looking at the ads. Okay. Seeing which ads are winning and which ads are losing. Day 14 to 28, that's when you start optimizing. That's when you start upping your ad budget. My goal is for you to start seeing small wins in the beginning, but then turn it into actually, okay, wow, like I got 5 leads last week. What would it take for me to get 10? Just double your budget. Who here would love it to where all I had to do is double their budget to get more leads? Like there's no secret trick to it, right? And then, setting up Ads Manager. So let's go into actually what Ads Manager looks like. And this is exactly where I want to show you Josue's ad account. I'm not showing you another. Josue is a client of mine. I'm showing you his ad account. So this is his ad account right here. All right. This is where we go into look at his ads. Now I want you to look at his budgets, okay? And this is for those of you who saw my talk in New York on Tuesday, this was the guy's account that I was demoing on stage, right? And I said I have the receipts. So now you can see I saw his receipts, okay? So we're running a new construction ad for him and an ad for Spanish for Kissimmee, okay? His daily budget is $5 a day. Like crazy $5 a day budget. His cost per lead is $4.71. So every day he's getting one lead off this ad. He's gotten 32 leads so far. Okay. In the past month, that's the past month. In the past 14 days, it's actually gotten better, whereas cost per lead's going lower. Does everybody see that? Does everybody see that? But here's the cool part. Meta now, you could just see here, I don't know if y'all saw, it's literally telling you that, hey, your creative may be fatigued. Okay. So after 7 days, my team just goes in and looks at the suggestions and decides themselves whether or not they are going to make the edits. Because I will tell you, Facebook's AI isn't the best, right? Because at the end of the day, Facebook's trying to get you to spend more money on their platform. So you also have to look at the source of where you're getting. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people say, yeah, Meta told me to spend more money and I spent more money, nothing else happened. Yeah, they wanted you to spend more money so they can make more money. Hello. Okay. Don't really scale something that's working really effectively, scale it in slow increments. So here, you can see here, he's gotten in the last 14 days 18 leads at $4 a lead. Let's look at his ad, right? 18 leads, $4. He spent 70. Who here would spend $73 to get 18 leads? Would anybody like type in the chat if you'd spend $70 to get 18 leads? And you guys should be excited to see this stuff because I don't know another marketer that actually pulls the hood behind what they do for people, right? So now here you go to his new home ad, and I think you guys are gonna be like, "Are you serious, Tony? Are you serious?" My biggest rule of thumb in any business, simple sells. Simple sells. So when I go look at his ad, I'm running two different ads for him under this ad set. One is for $3.99 and one is for $6.99. His $3.99 ad isn't even really performing. It spent $2. But look here. This ad for homes under 700,000, he's getting 700K buyer leads for $4, less than $4, right? So what does this ad look like? What does this ad say? Well, pretty simple. We've created a free list of homes in Lake Nona area under 699,000. Click below to get access. That's it. Simple sells. And then we actually use some of his listing photos and some of the builder photos. But the CTA, it's a very simple CTA. This is what used to really scale back in 2017 and 2018 for ads, and it's come back. The general public doesn't care about your story in these longer ads. They care about what's my price point and how do I get under that? Okay. Now, most people, when they see us running an ad like this, they're like, seriously, that's what I'm paying you for? No, that's not what you're paying me for. You're paying me because I'm going to be watching your ad and knowing when to scale it, when to not scale it, knowing what different ad creatives, if your ad does this, I'll do that kind of a thing. That's what you pay a marketer for. But this simple ad has generated 18 leads for $3.95. Is that kind of mind blowing? Is that kind of like, damn, like that's it? Steal my ad right here. I'm giving you everything to steal. Screenshot it. I don't care. Right? You could do, Joanna, you could do homes under 700,000 in Westchester County. Screenshot the ad. But here, but here's where everybody wins. When someone clicks on his ad, okay, it goes to a messenger. And when it goes to messenger, okay, look at his different ad creatives now. Whoops, let me go back. It literally connects to your CRM. It literally connects to your CRM. Does everybody see that? His ad literally connects to the CRM with him. And we're going to build an ad with you today, but I want to make sure everybody sees that Facebook now integrates directly with your CRM, right? Now, I could also connect it, press connect here. I could track web events. I could track CRM events. But I just want to show you as a 10,000 foot overview how a simple ad can generate those kinds of results. So is everybody tracking? Has everybody gotten like, damn, okay, out of this? Y'all are quiet today on this call. I love energy on the call. So y'all are quiet. Bonnie, I love Bonnie. She's on like all my calls. Love Bonnie to death. Um, Anybody else? No? Yeah, Joanna. I know Joanna does. So, all right, cool. So with that being said, okay, let's go back to the slides because I want to really make sure you guys get the principles of simple scaling. Don't overcomplicate it. But let's go back into the slides. Now, one big thing about this, and let me go back to Ads Manager. And this is where we're going to build an ad together again. Okay. So one big thing, the first question you have to ask, remember I said there were 73 decisions. The first question you're going to have to decide and answer for is what is my objective? Okay. And notice how I have it here. And by the way, I have a PDF guide for all this that I'm giving everybody on the recording of this call. So there will be a PDF guide that you could just follow along. Okay. But first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to open Ads Manager. And when you're in Ads Manager, it's going to ask you what objective do you want to host? So for here, okay, I go to create. Look, it asks what objective I have. Now here's decision number one. Do I want to do auction or reservation? Do you want predictable outcomes or do you want to bid on your placement? I will always forever be an auction kind of guy. Okay, I will always be a auction kind of guy. Number two, there's, 6 different things I can choose from. Okay. Now, for me, I like to choose engagement campaigns. So, what is a campaign objective? It's the objective you want your ad to complete. Okay. It's the objective of your ad. So, you have awareness. Awareness shows your ad to people that are likely interested. Notice it shows your ad to people that are likely interested, but there's really no call to action. Let's say Joanna just came out with a really good YouTube video that she just wants to get more views on. I would do an awareness ad, right? Let's say, traffic seems a lot like I want to push people to my KV core, I want to push people to my landing page. I need more traffic, right? I want to push people to my Instagram account. Who here wants to get more Instagram followers? Run a traffic ad. Okay, running traffic to your Instagram. Okay, engagement. Engagement is one of my favorite ads. Like I I'll be honest with you, I love it more than lead form or lead ads, and I'll tell you why. Because the engagement of this, it allows you to get messenger leads, it allows you to get video views, it allows you to get engagements, it allows you to get calls and conversions. So it's one of the more broader ads, but it has the objective. It's like a good mix of it's like the if awareness ads and lead ads had a baby, it would be the engagement ad, right? Because awareness gives you a lot of visual, puts you out there, and then lead ads get you that name, email, and phone number. Put them together, you got engagement, right? Leads. That's getting people to your website, getting their name, email, and phone number, right? You have instant forms. It's something that it's a higher cost. So if you are just genuinely like you're like Tony, I just want to get cut the mustard. I don't want to be this guru. I want to just get more leads, name, email, and phone numbers. Then you're going to do lead ads. I will tell you. You remember how I said $15 to $30 a day you should be spending an ad budget? Here, you should be spending about $30 a day minimum because lead form ads are more expensive. Why? Because you're asking the person for their information almost instantaneously, right? So you're going to have to be seen by more people at a quicker rate to get more results, right? Again, you're going to have to be seen by more people at a quicker rate to get similar results as an engagement. Okay. I particularly very, 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 very rarely run lead form ads. Very rarely. App promotion. If you have your own app, okay, if you create your own app promotion's great. I'm doing an app promotion ad right now for my permanent jewelry company I own. We just launched an app. It's great. And then sales, that's if you're selling swag, e-com products and things like that, right? So I'm going to start with my engagement ad. And then with my engagement ad, you could do recommended settings, which I think a lot of you will probably end up doing, which is it's not wrong, but it doesn't allow you to take control of your ads like you should, like I'm teaching you. Okay. I'm going to do manual for this demo, but then here I'm going to put campaign name. So again, if you watch my other classes, there's 3 other classes. Are app ads more expensive? Yes, because you're asking them to really take a serious action. There's between lead form and app ads, there's no building of rapport in between those, right? It's just getting right, it's getting down to the dirty, right? So, but okay, so going back to my ads profile, okay, you have the campaign. So it's asking me to set up a campaign. So I would set up the campaign as seller leads Orlando. Do I want to do live video ad? Using these settings to suggest a live video ad will adjust your budget and schedule for more efficiency during to drive engagement. I don't do live video ads. Campaign objective is already set to engagement. I will leave this at ad set budget. Share some of the budget with other ad sets. I always click this. Most people don't, okay? Most people will turn it off. Here's the thing. You don't have time. Yes, start with engagement, Bonnie. You don't have time to watch your ads all day, every day. So if you start seeing an ad really take off, let's say an ad starts taking off at 1 p.m. Eastern, and you're on a listing appointment, you don't have time to go in and put more budget behind that ad. Okay. So with this feature, if Facebook notices that an ad's starting to take off, it'll pull budget from another ad that isn't taking off and add at least 20% of that budget to your ad that is taking off. That way you scale it automatically, right? That's a really cool new AI feature with Facebook. Then special ad categories. People, if you've ever had your ad account shut down, if you've ever had your ad account shut down, this is probably why. You probably didn't select housing under special ad categories. I like 99% of the time when I talk to real estate agents, it's because they didn't select housing. And then you're going to go to next. And then from here, you go down to the ad set. So the ad set is, I'm going to just do a Apopka area. So I'm targeting specific people in the Apopka area in Orlando for home ads, right? So where do I want these people to convert? Well, here's the cool part. I could have people call me directly from an ad if I want to. But what does that mean? If I want people to call me directly from the ad, am I going to be able to spend $10 a day on that ad? No. You're going to spend probably $30 to $35 a day on that ad. Will you get calls? Yes. Will you miss calls? Yes. P.S. Just out of curiosity, who signed up for my voice AI class at 2 p.m. today? Anybody signed up for a voice AI class at 2 p.m.? Just curious, type it in the chat. One, Joanna is. I know Joanna is. But if you have time and you want to take my voice AI class later on today, um, I will drop a link or Kay, if you could drop, yeah, Connor, we have a voice AI class on how to implement voice AI. Kay, can you find the link to that class and drop it in the actual meeting, the chat here? So, okay. So you could literally, yeah, Bonnie's actually one of my voice AI students. Like she's a walking testimonial for me. She freaking does some killer work with voice AI agents. But I will tell you that with your call ads, you could literally have a voice AI agent answering your call ads for you. And then guess what? It could pre-qualify that lead for you and then just live transfer it to you or a team member once the lead's already taken care of. How cool would that be? Right? But that is the technology in the world we live in right now. Um, so with that, I'm just going to do message destination. I want people to send me a message. To me, regardless of the AI that's out there right now in this world, what AI cannot replace is the human relationship. What AI can do is help facilitate that relationship. That to me is the raw purpose of AI is to help you facilitate that relationship. And I'm going to be, by the way, going hard at 2 p.m. today about facilitating relationships and how voice AI can do that because a lot of people are afraid of it. And I'm like, this has helped me 10x my business because I'm able to have more conversations, more relationships at a faster rate. So, all right. So I have it in message destination. And notice here, I'm using Joswe's account. The messenger is going to be automatically in his business account, right? But what people don't realize and where they get stuck is every single one of these damn tabs is a decision I have to make. and maximize for number of conversions. I like that. Now, create rule set. Let's read this together. Value rules let you prioritize the audience that matters most to your business by increasing and decreasing bids. This can help drive more conversions from people who are most relevant in your business goals. Great. So if I want to create a value rule, get the outcome you want. I understand. Create rule set. Select criteria, conversion location. So more people that I have, let's say in the Apopka area, the more people I have going to that Apopka area, the more budget I want to throw behind the people I have in that Apopka area, right? So once Facebook's identifying that audience, how do I double down on that audience they identified? Does everybody understand that? Right? Like have you ever noticed like you started thinking about buying a house or buying a car, and then all of a sudden you started getting the car ads? You started getting that particular car ad after you Google searched the BMW M3, and now you're getting ads for the BMW M3 everywhere, but you didn't look at it on Facebook. It's not just the pixel, it's also the conversion location. Where did they find you? Right? Right there. So a lot of people don't even realize that exists, and this avenue exists. Daily budget, not $70 a day. Let's do 20, right? $20 a day. So that's my daily budget right there. And it still has a very good reach. It still has a very good reach. Ask Meta, right? You could ask it any question you want. Is this good? Is this bad? Okay. And then budget scheduling. Maybe you want to throw more budget behind. Maybe you want to throw more budget behind ads on the weekends versus the weekdays. Maybe you have a really winning ad, but you're going on vacation next week and you're like, I can't do this work. I need to turn off my ad. No, 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 no. Don't ever turn off an ad if you're going on vacation. Turn down the budget. Bring that budget down to $1 a day. Please do that for me, right? Please do that for me. Now, who here does open houses or runs ads for open houses? Can anybody do that, right? Does anybody do ads for open houses? Yes, okay. Here's the big issue you have with that. Notice how my rule has been do not turn your ads off. Okay, do not turn your ads off after 2 or 3 days. But let's face it, as a realtor, it's Monday and you're going to do an open house on Saturday. Eh, but I can only run that ad for 4 days, 5 days, right? You're only running that ad for 4 or 5 days. Wrong. You're not running an ad promoting that open house. You're running an ad promoting a landing page of all your upcoming open houses. How awesome is that? Run a landing page that promotes your upcoming open houses and allows people to RSVP. And if they RSVP, okay, they will receive a $20 Starbucks gift card when they attend. Right? Was that like boom, light bulb moment? Like that's right there. I will pay $20 to get I will pay because here's the thing. If I had 10 people come into my open house, that's going to cost me 200 bucks, right? 200 bucks. But out of those 10, I know I'm probably going to close two or three. Now, is that not a cheap, really cheap cost per close? That's like uber cheap. So there you have it. Build a landing page that is specifically for your open houses. Stop advertising the single open house. There you go. So All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Advantage audience. I do like doing advantage audiences. Um, to me, it allows me to talk to Facebook and say, listen, Facebook, these are my parameters. These are the people I want to work with. Help me find these particular people, right? Help me find those things. And that's what we do. Okay. That's what we do. Um, now look, it says even says here, will automatically show ads to people who most likely respond. Will show ads to people who matching your suggestions. Keyword your suggestions, like your performance. Right there. So who's my advantage put search audiences? Now look at here. Engage with the Soto Legacy Group. Do you not think people that have engaged with your Instagram or your Facebook are people that are more likely to transact with you? Boom, right there. Or let's say I'm running a ad or I have a video. I want to target people who specifically watched my video 3 or 4 times. Video engagement ad right there. Now I keep it age 18 to 65. You cannot adjust that. That is the fair housing law. But then I also want to target people with Zillow, right? And for those of you, by the way, for those of you who are doing agent attraction, just run an ad that's strictly Zillow Premier Agent. That's it. That's how you do agent attraction ads right there. I just told you exactly how I do it. Run an ad targeting Zillow Premier Agent with a with an Advantage Plus audience. That's it. That's it. So I hope you all are getting some good advice. Like a lot of I know it's quiet in the group, but hope you all are really taking it in. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Now after this, you get your partnership ads. So let's say what would be really cool is if you started running partnership ads with your broker. Hmm. Joanna, what would it look like for you if you started running ads in partnership with like Veronica Figueroa? Or you started running ads in
Mhm.
partnership with Jay Kinder? Or you started running ads in
Mhm.
partnership with any other mega agent on this team? Would that not boost your credibility?
100%, because they already have visibility out there,
Mhm.
a lot
Now
of
for the
visibility.
Yeah, and now for the agents that are not like at EXP or anything like that, which is totally fine. I'm not here recruiting anything like that. If you are at a brokerage right now, mark my words, the gold standard is going to be as an agent attraction tool or as another benefit of your brokerage is that they run ads. The brokerage is running ads right now for the brokerage, right? Well, what if they start running partnership ads with you? What is a partnership ad? Has anybody ever seen like the Peloton ads or the tonal ads or the new skincare ads that are coming out where it's like an influencer in partnership with tonal, in partnership with Peloton? Has anybody type one in the chat if you've seen those ads? Like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just want to make sure everybody's on track with that, right? So when you're running those ads, okay, this right here, partnership ad, on or off, select partnership, and then you just search for their account and it's going to allow you to connect with them. It's literally just that easy.
Now, do you have to ask them for permission?
Heck yes.
Okay,
They have to be honest with you, they have to actually accept it.
gotcha. Okay, okay.
But as another benefit, as
They get
another
more exposure.
benefit,
Yeah.
they you get because here's the thing, what's going to happen, and here's the benefit to the real estate office too. Everybody watching, okay, every agent on this call right now that is into agent attraction should be like, or should be like, hey, Joanna, let's run an agent attract. Let's run a partnership ad together. Bonnie, let's run a partnership ad together. Why? Because if Joanna wants to run a partnership ad with partnership with me, Joanna's going to be the one spending the money on the ad. I'm still getting exposure from her, right? It's allowing
Mhm.
her to use my name, my branding, but it's allowing me to get in front of her audience as well, right?
Yep.
So there's benefit for both people. No one's talking about this stuff. That's why, but in other industries right now, this is like everyday life. Like in the beauty industry, this is everyday life. Like I talk about partnership ads all the time. But in real estate, no one's talking about it. Everybody's like, how many contacts are you getting a day? How many conversions are you getting? Not the real stuff that's moving the needle, right? So, I mean, you have people saying, "Oh, I can create this app, I can create that app." Creating apps isn't going to push your needle. All right. So now from here, okay, where did I leave off? Partnership ad. I'm not doing it. Ad create ad setup. Single use video, or you can do carousel ads. You do video as well. Um, Add creative, set it up. Do I want to do an image or video? So just do video. And here's a lot of Hostways ads right here. Actually, here's some really good ads. Damn, why isn't he using these? I'm gonna do this one. Short headline, write a short headline. So I'm gonna do looking to buy your home in Lake Nona. Don't buy until we talk. I could save you thousands on your next home purchase. Yes, they are. They created them himself. Literally just take your, here's the thing, these videos that he created, it's processing a video right now, but these videos he created, just take your cell phone out. The best app by far to use is going to be CapCut or Opus Clip. OPUS, I actually like Opus Clip better. OPUS Clip, CLIP, Opus Clip. That's what I would use. Okay. So, dang, why is it taking so long? I'm just gonna add an image. Boom. There's their ad right there. Send a message. It's going to connect in Messenger instantly. Right there. Okay. And then you could change the primary text. But here's the thing. I don't like send message as my call to action. That's in fact one of my worst calls to action. I absolutely hate using send message. What I like to do is learn more. Learn more is a very soft call to action with very little commitment. That to me is the better call to action. And then I could do up to 5 different creative testings. How much of your budget should we go test ads? Confirm. And then guess what? Now Facebook AI is going to recreate my ad 10 different times. Okay. They're going to change little nuances of it. And I didn't have to go recreate 5 other ads. They're doing it for me. Everybody see how I did that? Everybody see all the previews now? It went from one ad that I created to like a bajillion. Okay. Now, chat builder. They have recommended templates, or you can use save templates, or you can create your own template, right? Now, here's the thing. If you are doing messenger ads, my first question would be like, for example, the reason why people love his one ad that's like 6.99, homes under 6.99, is because, okay, he actually gives them a list of homes. Here, if you're doing ad homes under 5.99, you could say, question number one, I want a list of homes under 6.99. Okay. Your automated response should be, great. Here's Now here's the other side of it. The link that you send them in this auto response is sending them to a landing page on your website that should capture their name, email, phone number, and get that list and send them a list instantly. So they feel like they're actually getting something. Or let's say you run an ad that's a $500 off inspection ad. Create an image voucher and add it as an image. Or you could add a call button right there. How cool would that be? Where they could call you directly in Messenger and they're prompted to call you directly in Messenger. So you could set up all these automatic responses here. But what I really want people to show also is follow up with high potential customers approximately one day after. Who here has time to follow up with all their leads? Facebook has a basic follow-up sequence where they will follow up with every high intent engaged lead one day after. One day after. And then once you're done with that, you click save. Now, the ad is complete. I preview and publish. And that's it. That is it. It's done. Right? It is done. Facebook changes every single week, it seems like. And I cannot say that and stress that enough. It's like changing all the time. That's why I love doing these classes. A lot of people say to me, like, Tony, why if this is your company, why did you just show me exactly that? Because to be very honest with you, you're not the likelihood of somebody keeping up with what we just learned and taught in 4 months from now, if you're starting to see a ton of traction and a ton of results with it, you're not going to have time to do your own ads. You're going to say, Tony, just do it for me. I already know you're good. Just do it. Just go. Just run. Right. So I feel like coming from a place of contribution and showing you all exactly how to do it because I want to get you to that point to where you're like, oh, damn, now I'm too busy. Tony, just go do it for me. Right. So, alrighty. Any questions? We have about 4 or 5 minutes left. Any questions? How do we find out about you running our ads? You could just set up a call. Unfortunately, I will be out. If you want to shoot me an email, Nicole, that's my email. Yes, Jenny, Shirley's doing this for you. Yep. Tony at Apex Agent Pro. If you want to shoot me an email, we will be more than happy to help you run your ads, custom ads, things like that. But also, who here needed to get signed up for the class at 2 p.m.? I just want to make sure we have that. Um, okay, great question. Ad fatigue. Is Kay still on this? 1 second. Let me get the link for the class today. Yes, it is, Connor. is different.
I got you, Tony. I added the link for your webinar.
Oh, sweet. You're amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome, awesome. So click on the link to register. Joanna just dropped it in the chat. If you are interested in learning more about voice AI and how it can help you scale your business. Um, I can't do it. No problem, JR. We'll probably do another one next month sometime. So, Joanna, you asked, what does ad fatigue mean? So after an ad's running for like 3, 4, 5 months, people will just be numb to the ad and the engagement will start going down. That's what ad fatigue is. Like it really crushed it before, but now it's not anymore. So
That's when you need to
that's what ad
change it up a
fatigue
little
is.
bit.
Yep, yep. But
Okay.
it doesn't mean that ad's dead. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll turn off an ad for like 2 months and then turn it back on and it's like boom, back to normal scheduled programming.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
yep. So alrighty, everyone. Well, thank you all so much. Look forward to seeing each and every one of you on today's call at 2. Myself, Jake will be up on there and we will go and look forward to seeing you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye.